Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmades.com, and thank you so much for joining me for another Stampin' Up! Saturday tutorial. Today's project features the Celebrate Today stamp set. This is a really great set, and I love that it covers birthdays, babies, weddings, and graduation all in one. Let me show you today's inspiration for our project, which comes from the current annual catalog. Okay, so if you look at page 18 of our catalog, I came across this project and I really liked it, and I loved that it featured this stamp set, and I decided I wanted to remake this card but using my own colors and adding kind of my own little twists here and there. So let me show you. Here's what I came up with. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you how to make my version of this card in the catalog. Okay, so I'm going to set my card to the side, and we're going to bring in some background paper and a piercing mat to do some stamping. Let me get my Whisper White piece. Okay, so I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is the regular Whisper White, and I have cut this piece of cardstock at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to stamp the balloon first, and I'm going to use Cucumber Crush for my balloon. Move this more. Okay. And I'm using my piercing mat just because with this stamp set, I've noticed with this solid image, in order to get the best impression, this photopolymer stamp really needs this cushion. So I'm just going to stamp my balloon in the top right hand corner, but I'm going to stamp off of the page just a little bit. Press really firm to get good coverage. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, that looks good. That's all we need the Cucumber Crush for. Then I'm going to bring in my Garden Green, and we're going to stamp the confetti that comes in that stamp set. I think I just got my thumb in there. Yep. We're going to stamp the confetti, but this Garden Green is much darker than the Cucumber Crush, so I am going to stamp off and then stamp on right about there. Perfect. That just helps it to kind of pop a little bit more on top of that Cucumber Crush. Okay, so that's all we need the mat for. Now I want to stamp the Celebrate in Watermelon Wonder. Ink that up, and we'll just stamp this right here. Looks good. All right. Okay, so that is actually all of the stamping for this card. Super easy. So I'm just going to set that to the side, and I am going to bring in my card base. This is some elegant eggplant cardstock. I have cut this at 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. So it makes a standard sized card. And there's a bone folder here, and we'll just give it a nice crease. And for my top layer, I took some more elegant eggplant cardstock and my polka dot embossing folder, and I ran this through my Big Shot, and I'm just going to add this layer right on top of my card base, but I'm actually going to flip it over and use the depressed image side versus the raised, just to get a different look. So I'm going to put it just like this onto my card front, and this piece is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I will have all these measurements over on my coordinating blog post for today, and I have linked that just below this video. So it'll all be listed over there for you. So let's just add this down. This is a great way just to get a different look from your embossing folders. Love it. Okay, so now that I've got that added, we'll just set that to the side. And I'm going to bring in a piece of Designer Series paper. This is Elegant Eggplant. This is the striped side, and this is from the Regals collection. And I have cut this at 3 by 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive on the back of my stamped layer. What is this? I think that's some sort of glue. I'll get that off in a second. And I'm going to put this down sort of at an angle like that. Looks good. And let me get this is a our adhesive eraser. I've got a little piece of adhesive there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my handheld stapler, and I'm just going to add 2 staples. Actually, I think I put this too far over because I need it to be like this. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my handheld stapler, and I'm just going to put 2 staples down here. 1, 2, and then 2 in the top left. 1 and 2. So that just adds a little interest, and then we can put this in the center, kind of offset like that on our card. You could pop this up with dimensionals as well if you wanted to, but I'm gonna have it be flat. Okay, so next I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Right marker. This is Elegant Eggplant, and I'm going to add my own little balloon string. There is more glue. I'm gonna add my own little balloon string right here. Now I'm no drawer, but I'm gonna give this my best shot. Okay, so there's my little balloon string. Comes out differently every time, but okay, that looks pretty cute. Okay, now let's bring in some of our Whisper White Baker's Twine. And I'm just gonna tie a little bow, and I'm going to leave this on the roll here. And we'll just tie this. Cut that off. And then I want to kind of get these ends to curl a little bit. I thought that looked really cute. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we're going to add this on right there using a glue dot. Okay, so I've got my bow on with a glue dot. That looks pretty cute. So I'm just going to trim these ends down just a little bit. Okay, so just like that. And then I just want to add a little bit more to this card. I'm going to add some of my rhinestones on here. And I like to put just a little bit of adhesive with them just in case I mail my cards, just to be sure that they stay on. So I'm just going to put a little dot of fine tip glue. And now I will add my rhinestones, and I'm going to add 2 of the smaller ones and 1 large, or 1 medium actually. Okay, so got my rhinestones on there, and that finishes this card. Let me bring in my original. Okay, so don't forget, you can use your catalogs as an idea book to get you going, get you thinking, and get you creating. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Stampin' Up! Saturday tutorial. If you'd like to purchase any of the supplies that you saw me use today, just head on over to today's coordinating blog post. The link is down below this video in the description notes at LaQuitaBugHandmades.com, and you can order any of these supplies that you saw me use today Today over on my website. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye now.